We are back. It is time for a fan favorite of the channel, Big Mommy, Anna, as well as Richie. He chooses the grass map, Tourmaline. We're going to be on Central United States, just to make sure we have the latency. Now, we're getting into some of the, main bracket matches here. Again, just to review with our bracket, we have Anna, who is ranked number 4, and Richie, which is ranked number 5, a Protoss player and a Terran player. Both kind of in the middle of the pack. All right. Let me check one more thing. Also, I'm going to see... Let me check with Anna on one thing. And just as we're waiting for that response, as always, I will continue to shout out Tank in the Tonk, Naked History podcast. He donated $50 towards our prize pool, made it a $200 prize pool. So check out his stream. It is linked in the description, so definitely check out his, or it's not a stream, but it's more of his channel where he does history podcasts. But yes, I just saw... Oh, KYKY, what's up? Good to see you. I'm glad to see you. I think we're actually going to have a special edition. Alright, so you're gonna deafen.
I'm gonna deafen.
Alright, I'm just making sure. Guys, we have a special treat here. Anna has agreed to hop on camera for us. Let me see if I can do it. Let me go, let me see. Display capture, I think. Oh, that video capture device, alert box. Where do I do that? Oh, window capture. Here it is. Oops. Let me just fix that real quick. Oh, I think I got it. Anna, you are on stream. There we go. Let me just make sure that's fixed. Anna is obviously the original creator of this channel, so I wanted to make sure she was here. All right, I'm just gonna do one more edit here, and then we'll get started into one of the main events. There we are. I'm gonna move you over. All right, and she is deaf and she cannot hear me. We're going to go ahead and get into it. I am so excited for this. We got Richie, the OG Protoss, versus Big Mommy. The main event. In the bottom left, we have none other than the OG Protoss. We have Richie.
My life for ire.
And in the top right, we have the steady Terran, the tenacious Terran. We have Anna. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong one.
You want a piece of me, boy?
There we go. She's a Terran player, not a Zerg. But we have these two players competing. I will also, of course, bring up their their Hearthstone cards here. We have Richie, the OG Toss, as always, and of course Anna, Big Mommy, in the chat. I don't know why Richie's card is a little bit smaller. I think it's just the way it is. Let me also move that up a little bit. There we go. We have these two players competing. Both of these players have competed quite a lot. So I really don't know who's going to win. These players have been practicing, so we'll see something of a more normal build order out of these two opponents. Or these two players, I should say. Looks like we got a double gateway opening out of Richie. Cyber Core coming up at a pretty decent time. Usually you want your core at 124. He did it about 130. That's not too bad. We got a reactor coming up. Reactor barracks coming up from Big Mommy. Getting her orbital command immediately. Very, very normal build from Anna so far. All that's lacking is her command center. Once she gets that, I really don't see anything stopping her from a really solid macro opening. Yep, we get that low ground. I love the power move of a low ground command center. Dropped a mule as soon as the orbital command finished. That's my girl. Very proud of her. Pumping out Marines, it looks like we're waiting on that factory though. Looks like we got a chrono on the cybernetics core. Getting to that warp gate quicker. That second gateway, or excuse me, assimilator is coming up for Manly Fluids, aka Richie. I'll just refer to him as Richie from now on. But yes, double chrono. Okay, he's really rushing towards that gateway upgrade known as warp gate. Looks like he is going down to take a expansion at his third base. I guess that'll just count as his expansion. We have Anna's factory finishing up. Getting the supply depots ahead of time, I really love to see it. It looks like she's pumping out those Marines. Richie is teching up though. I love to see it. He was the first, fun fact, he was the first Protoss I ever coached on this channel. So I really, really want to see him succeed. Getting his forge. Nexus going up. Dropping mules. I really, I might update Anna's Hearthstone card because she drops mules like it is nobody's business. I will tell you what, every game that I have watched, every game that I have coached for her, she just drops mules non-stop. Also, the mules are kind of cute, not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever clicked on a mule. I don't think I've ever looked at that portrait before. Got a 1/1/1 opening, very standard, very safe. It's almost like I taught it to her as a new player. Starport on the way with a tech lab. Tank coming up. Walling off her natural expansion with barracks. Very safe play. You can do that with your barracks. You can do that with your engineering base. But nonetheless, it is walled off. SCV production is in line with Richie's Pro production. They have equal army supply, which does typically favor the Protoss, but we'll see how the fight pans out. It's very fight dependent. We have a tiny little income lead. In fact, if we look at the mineral income here, yeah, slight advantage for Big Mommy. Let's look at the army supply, just about dead even. APM. Oh, and you know what? You know what I need to do? Name panels. I will not forget that next time. We have Big Mommy with a little bit of a supply lead. A bunker out in front for safety, of course. Oops, let me zoom in there. Oh. There we go. Had to fix that. Got a bunker there. 2 tech labs coming up. I expect to see Stim and Combat Shield soon. Let's check back in with our Protoss player, who is kind of getting a tech forest up here with his... Well, not quite. It's definitely some tech shrubbery, if you will. With his Stargate, Twilight Council, +1 being chronoed. He's queuing up the upgrades. I think this is pretty good for new players. If you don't think you're going to remember upgrades, especially as Terran, just queue them up. I really don't mind that at all, even though it is technically inefficient. Third base coming up from Richie. That is really good, even though he is starting to really see a supply deficit. Kylie says to kick his butt, Anna. Let's go. We have some fans for Anna right away. Loading up some Marines in that bunker. Really strong defensive position out of Anna. The macro's looking good. No Stim and Combat Shield yet. I do expect to see upgrades soon, though. Third base on location, kind of in line with what we see from our teal Protoss player. I love also how all the players have had pretty unique colors. I really like that. Score update from Tinkamatong, by the way. It looks like Hurstum, the #1 seed, has defeated Alpha, the #10 seed. No surprises there. Love him to death. Fun fact, Alpha was actually the best man in my wedding. But Hurstum's a pretty tier 1 opponent, so... Kudos to Hurstum. Moving on to the next round. We have some Templar warping in, I assume, for Archons. Let's see if we get that merge. Let's go to the Richie action cam, actually. Boom, merge. Boom, merge. First try. We got some Archons coming up, some Zealots with +1. +1 armor is coming up. If Anna doesn't get her upgrades, it's going to be tough to take those units down unless she can just really mass them up. Let's go to the Anna action camp. Anna's spending a lot of her money. She has more income and is spending it better than our Protoss player, which is a very good sign. The macro is very, very good for Anna. Stim and Combat Shield are on the way. No +1/+1 just yet. We have a little bit higher of APM from these players, as they have practiced quite a bit more than the previous players. We have +1 weapons on the way, which will serve Anna very well, as Richie has gotten his +1 armor. So that'll help Anna keep pace. She has her upgrades. She is queuing up the supply depots as to not get supply blocked. Army supply is definitely in favor of Anna, the worker spot, and she's moving out at about the 10-minute mark. A very healthy time to move out. Let's go to the Everyone camp. Will Richie be prepared for this move out? She is moving out with combat shield, stem, and +1 about to finish. Weapons are finishing in 10 seconds. That's a hefty Protoss army, though. Oh, they're on move command. They're sieging, but it might be a little too late. And Richie actually crushes the army. The Vikings land and are killed. And it's a complete wipe for Anna's army. Now, the silver lining is she was building units back at home. So she does, even though she took a bad fight, she does have backup. She even has, I would say, you know, a little bit of a deficit to catch up on. But she does have units still incoming and a healthy amount of tanks, healthy amount of units still on the way. Also, the upgrades are continuing to develop. Despite of that, she did just take the supply lead as well. Let's go back to the army supply. The mule income is really, really good for Anna. Definitely keeping her in this. The Protoss player looks like he is moving out. Does have his gases on the way. Quite the tech arrangement. No +2 on the way just yet, but has his army and bases set up here. The question will be, can Anna crush this army? Richie swarms in. And it looks like he will take a pretty good fight to start with. And might just barely have enough. Or will he? Oh, Anna doesn't have units that hit up. She's going to need some more Marines in order to hit those Void Rays. She just has Marauders coming up for now. She needs to produce Marines because she does have that supply advantage, actually. All she needs is Marines. All she needs is a unit that hits up. And she should be able to carry this. He's queuing up more Void Rays as they are working. Looks like Anna is queuing up Marines as we speak. Vikings are also incoming. So Anna has definitely taken some damage. But Richie is going back home. That healing on the medevac is insane, by the way. Goodness. The Void Ray will go down. And Anna will hold. What an exchange. I mean, very close. So let's take inventory here. Anna definitely took the brunt of that exchange, losing over twice as much that Richie did. The production is still looking really good for Anna, though. I would say she probably needs to take a 4th base and transition into maybe some more heavy units like Thors to high impact mode. She is rebuilding, getting Vikings. The mules are definitely keeping her in this. She still has that worker and supply lead as a whole, keeping even with the army. Although Richie definitely has that developed army. Let's go back to the Richie cam. Phoenix is an interesting addition for air superiority for Richie. Pumping out Immortals, Archons, Zealots. I mean, it is just the best Protoss units being produced. Storm coming up. +2 coming up for Richie. He is chronoing it out. It's almost like I taught him that. You know, not to brag or anything, but these players are definitely having a back and forth exchange. We have a very high-tech army from Richie. Archons, Void Rays, Immortals, Zealots with charge. Pretty devastating. All the good Protoss units.
I return to serve. Teleport successful.
Protoss player is just building up that Protoss death ball. So it really will kind of depend on Anna, who seems to have pretty good macro, taking her 4th base. If she can get to the point where she wins a fight, I think that she'll be able to overcome the army advantage that Richie has enjoyed for this game. He is getting +1 air weapons, which is, of course, very good. Also, we had a forfeit, actually, out of Ghost Pants, our first Terran player, just as an update. So Santa will advance within the lower bracket. Zealots, Immortals, Archons, Void Rays, what isn't there to love out of our Protoss player, who is enjoying a little bit of an upgrade advantage as well. If we look at, where's upgrades? There we go. Definitely some well-rounded upgrades out of both players. I would say that the advantage does slightly lead with Richie. The tanks are moving out. Okay, we have a move out from our Terran player. +3 is queued up for our Protoss. These Vikings are flying into restricted airspace, though, and will fall. And it does land and get sliced. Anna still does enjoy an army supply advantage after that fight. Oh, the siege up does not need to be first. Anna's... Oh, the rest of Anna's army is... Oh, the tanks are going to get slaughtered. Anna needed the army simultaneous with the tanks there. So where we had a little bit of an advantage for Anna, it has now been cut to a pretty tough exchange. Although Anna does pull the army of Richie out, is taking the piecemeal. The Zealots are going to get completely shredded by the Bio army. There's nothing but Immortals left to counter the Bio. There is a huge sim, and Richie's army is just dissolving. It's gone. Anna's taken it back. Although there is an Archon who has been taken out. Oh, these High Templar haven't morphed yet. Oh no. The tank is moving across the map. The Phoenixes are going down. There is a sieged up position here. Oh, it's just a slugfest. We do see Anna carry the fight. And the supply advantage. Look at the supply. Behind this, Anna has been producing the entire time, whereas Richie is just trickling in his Zealots. I think the biggest problem here is there's only 4 gateways on a 3-base economy. Meanwhile, Anna is enjoying a 4-base economy with far more production. So Anna might have, had this army cleaned up. But there's just a whole nother army to deal with. Also, Squirrel, good to see ya. Anna will consolidate back at home after all that action. Richie does enjoy a pretty hefty upgrade advantage at this point. Anna has not yet taken her armory. Oh no. The timer has been set. We have a fleet beacon. If Richie can get some carriers out, we might just see a comeback. But Anna does enjoy still a 2-time supply lead at present. She's building up the supply depots as to not get supply blocked. If she did march across the map right now, she would completely crush the army as she has a triple army supply lead. It's about even on workers, has a 10 worker lead advantage. Anna could absolutely crush that army. I don't think carriers will save Richie. Yeah, I was about to say. Let's go to the Richie action cam here, or this we'll do the Anna action cam first.
Let's have a blast. Ready to plunder.
Anna's doing a pretty advanced move here, moving her main command center after the resources have been exhausted to that 5th base location. Let's check on Manly Fluids here. Building up Tempest, building up his Archons, just having that really highly upgraded teched army with Tempest on the way. The upgrade advantage is pretty big. Spectre, thank you for pointing that out. Richie is pretty mad at his Stargate for not producing faster. That's actually a pretty big error. He stuffed the Archon. Oh, giving that Zealot a good talking to as well. We have quite the display of defiance from Jerry the Zealot here, who really just needed some love. Yeah, the Protoss, Mr. Arby, the Protoss does need more gateways. I agree. Yeah, we're seeing a pretty hefty upgrade advantage, but a huge army advantage for Big Mommy, for Anna. A pretty lengthy game. I know, dumb robots, honestly. I believe we'll see a move out pretty soon. Building 2 more factories, very good out of Anna. And an armory so she can continue her upgrade advantage. The lack of AoE will probably be the downfall of the Protoss, I think you're right. Also, Tempest in this situation, unless heavily microed, might not be the play. We have a move out from Richie. Let's go to the Richie action cam. We have the Zealots charging in, targeting the orbital command specifically while they're getting slaughtered. Anna comes in, is attacking the army, taking it piecemeal, which is really, really, really bad. For Richie, I mean, just getting shelled from afar. Anna has 50 more supply. It's about to have a lot more. Oh, and the stem and the slaughter of the Tempest. Oh, it's a disaster for Richie. It's a complete disaster. The Tempest crumble under the weight of men's with guns and drugs. And it wasn't enough. And it enjoys a huge army supply advantage. Up 85. GG is called by the Protoss. And it's over. 1-0. Anna takes the first game. Let me just get my soundboard up. Congratulations to Anna. One to 0. Anna takes game 1.
How about that?
Excellent job.
That was actually going on for a long time.
Yeah, it was a back and forth. Oops. I need to make sure my window capture is so good. There we go. Oops, 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 oops. Oh gosh. I love technology.
Oh, I spent 0 times supply cap. Or no, Richie spent 0 times supply cap. That's pretty impressive.
Let me make sure I have your Windows display correct. Oh no. I done messed it up.
Uh-oh.
Let me see. Window capture. What a dub. I agree. What a dub. That was an interesting game. I know, no, like, you have no idea how they're going to end because they're new players, you know? It's completely new. Okay. Let me see if I can get your camera back up, Anna.
Just let me know when to deafen again.
Okay.
We're going best of 3, right?
Yes. It disappeared. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it back. Maybe we can look at it another time.
What, the camera?
Yeah.
You probably gotta delete it and add it again.
Yeah. Let me see if I can do that real quick, but we won't take up too much time. Window capture, add source, add a new source.
And make sure it's got the name of that's the streaming one.
Discord,
you select the
DNA
Discord.
side quest, Discord. Yeah, I think.
Oh, DNA side quest streaming.
Okay, there we go. Let me just.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Got it back up. All right. A little jank, but it's okay.
Jank?
Just the way I'm doing it. Did Richie pick him out?
He said go ahead and pick map.
Okay, I'll just pick it then.
Okay.
All right, we'll do. Let's do. This one. Central United States, just to be fair. All right. I believe we are ready. I don't think I made this with the mod. Oops. Very close match as well, especially because you two are ranked 4 and 5. But I'm pleased to announce in the bottom right corner we have the OG Protoss. We have Richie.
My life for hire.
And in the top left corner, in the pink. And I believe she is deafened. We have Big Mommy.
You want a piece of me, boy?
All right, so Big Mommy, aka Anna, is up 1-0 over Richie here. Going with her very standard supply depot into barracks build. Got the refinery there as well. Richie getting his assimilator up after gateway, very standard. Anna is scouting Richie's base, making sure no shenanigans are going on. Oh my gosh. The probes are very concerned with this. They're very angry. Oh! The tickle beams have activated. Will Jimmy survive? He will not. It's devastating. It's a complete travesty. The units lost tab. Oh, we saw the name panel. There we go. Units killed, units lost. I mean, just completely in favor. 100% of Richie. our Protoss player. We have a few Zealots coming out early from Richie, protecting against any early game shenanigans from Anna. We had very close matches so far that we've streamed. Every match that we've streamed at least has been back and forth. The other matches off stream have been pretty decidedly in favor of one player. We continue on. Anna taking her low ground expansion, quite the power move, pumping out Marines just to need that factory, as we do have the 100 gas for it. I believe we'll go ahead and see it now, or at least very soon. Yep, there it is. Factory incoming. Richie has his defensive zealots, building up with 3 more gateways. Funny enough, if Richie moved those zealots across the map, he might just win. But we'll see. Growing his tech tree, he takes his Twilight Council. Cybercore researching Warp Gate, chronoing that out, as it is a little bit late, but I'm sure he recognizes that. We have the Zealots, have they? Where are those Zealots heading? Let's go to the Richie camp. I think he's moving out. Going for a little bit of a rush strategy. How will Anna deal with this? Completely unorthodox. If this hits at the correct timing, and Anna doesn't react correctly, this could just end the game. Let's see if she's quick enough with the reaction. The Zealots come in. Okay, she does raise the supply depot. Does she repair the supply depot in time? Oh, the Marines are gonna pop out on the wrong side. Oh, it's a disaster. Oh no, and the SCV came out too late. Oh no, and I think Anna knows it too. Oh, she tries to rebuild. Jimmy is slaughtered. Those 2 Marines might come out. Oh, and the Marines are starting to get, or excuse me, the Zealots are starting to get in the mineral line. The Marines are diced up. The mineral line is gutted. It might be GG for Anna, who just got completely rushed. I don't know if she can make this out. We have a supply drop. And just slicing and dicing of the Marine army. She only has 6 workers left. It's too much. It's too much. She is dropping mules, though. She has a Viking coming out. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Take note, Richie is on 1 base. The Viking gets eliminated. I don't think that tank is going to spawn. I think Richie takes game 1 with his pure Zealot strategy, chronoing up charge, mind you. She queues up another Viking. The factory is destroyed. The tech lab goes down with it. She continues to drop mules, tenacious as ever. It's going to be a close contest. If Richie moves in and attacks this mineral line, it might be over. Ban the Zealot, I agree. This might be a much quicker game 2 here out of Richie. Protoss OP, please nerf. I agree. I agree, Tank Tonk. Yeah, with that mineral line gutted, I don't think there's any path forward for Anna, and I think this is GG. She does remake a barracks. Very tenacious. But with this command center going down, we have 4 supply. No, sorry. Yeah, 4 supply. I'm not sure. Yeah, GG is called. And Richie takes game 2. We'll see what map Anna chooses. Very close contest. The Zealot Rush from Richie takes the game. 1,000. Oh, actually. Oh, it's okay. Alright. Terran Protoss. Our pink Terran player and our teal Protoss player are going head-to-head for a deciding match in this best of 3. A complete rush down of Anna's base. But we have one more life for each player. Anna taking match 1 and Richie taking match 2. In the bottom right corner, we have our Protoss player who took it back. 1-1. We have Richie. And let me make sure I pull up. Ah, Hersom just said it. I'll go ahead and pull up our Hearthstone cards. And in the top left corner, we have our pink Terran player. We have Anna, aka Big Mommy. Both players putting on a great showing. We have a macro build out of both players. As usual. Looks like a little carpal tunnel action coming from Anna. Double gateway opening, which is an aggressive opening, as usual. Anna scouting. Let's see if the probes get angry at this. What I've seen is that Richie certainly has the spunk, but Anna definitely has the macro potential. Oh, Jimmy going down. Say when we get that cyber core up. Yeah, no pressure, everyone. Richie Chrono, is this a dirty Protoss doing it again? Chronoing out the Zealot and heavily delaying his second expansion and Cybercore in favor of more Zealots. And going with the low ground again. Getting this refinery a little early, but it's okay. Getting her orbital command. Going for a greedy build, and if Richie rushes Zealots again, that will counter this greedy approach from Anna. We'll see if she can build up a defense fast enough. She'll need that bunker. She'll need a low ground bunker for sure. She's got her factory on the way. 1 Marine to start with. Oh, make sure I got those nameplates up there. Command center finishing up. Where she is massing more Zealots. The longer this goes on, the more it favors Anna. The shorter this game goes, obviously favoring Richie. We'll see what Anna does with her gas. We have another move out. This dirty Protoss is doing it again. Let's see how Anna responds. She does have her Tech Lab coming up. She needs a bunker, preferably on the high ground, to defend against this. This is going to be devastating when it hits. We need a bunker. Also, this is not a complete wall. Anna just doesn't have the units to counter this. Richie comes in with her zealots, or his zealots. Anna does attack the zealots. Richie is hyper-focusing on the command center. Nope, switches his attention to those Marines, and they all go down. They all go down. The tank is on the way. Devastating damage so far. Anna does lift. If Anna can hold this high ground, I think she could stop the tidal wave of zealots. She is dropping mules for that income disparity. She needs to fix these rallies. She needs to stay on that high ground to counter these zealots. I mean, we have 3 more zealots on the way. See if that barracks gets canceled. Let's go to the Anacam. She does siege up. She does have more Marines on the way. Okay, Richie is repelled for now. He does group up. Going around. Looks like Anna will survive this early game push. Again, the longer this goes on, the more of an advantage we will see for Anna. We just have 2 tanks now. The siege up is not ideal. However, that tank is blocking. The zealots are going down. We don't have many zealots left, although the zealots will win the day. Only 2 zealots. Let's see what Richie is doing behind this. No charge just yet. And surprisingly, the supply is very close. Anna will repair the supply depot. These zealots are so low, but there's just another wave coming in. That tank and those tanks and Marines should be able to push. Okay, well, the siege, the range isn't quite going to be there. This tank will survive. Wow. So Anna will hold with a supply lead at the end of the day. Absolutely crazy. I mean, like, wow. I mean, for a new player, and she's repairing the tank. Okay. Where she is coming in with more, but she does have more tanks. She needs to drop these mules. These two zealots are not going to cut it. Alright. The wave is repelled, and Anna does enjoy a supply lead. At this point, she just needs to drop those mules. Let's check on our Protoss player, who is ramping up. Still only on 1 expansion, so does definitely have that economic deficit. 15 probes to 18 SCVs. Still warping in those zealots. Anna is moving out, cautiously, of course. Rebuilding her SCVs. She really needs to drop these mules. If she can drop these mules, she'll really get back on track here. Yep, there she goes. Boom. Yeah, that's really going to jumpstart her economy. Almost a mule per mineral patch. That's really going to help things. Definitely get her back in the swing of things. Building her Marine army back up. Her tanks, of course. Walling off this natural expansion is very important. Richie taking his expansion as well. He has his zealot army queued up. He does have charge as well. If Anna can get upgrades to mitigate that, I think that's going to be really effective. Anna is macroing up with her 2 additional barracks. Has a bunker on the way. Very wise. Very, very smart. Engineering bay for upgrades. So Anna is moving into that mid-game pretty nicely. Richie's also moving into that mid-game with the same strategy. So the tree doesn't have a lot of branches, but it is a tech tree for our teal Protoss player. Getting some adepts as well. Not great mid-tier units. Or mid-game units, rather, but he is making units. Still seeing a little bit of a supply deficit. Anna's really ramping up her economy. It's that macro we talked about. Anna does have that strong macro potential. The income, by the way, is really in favor. I mean, that's not just mules. That's good macro. If we do see the army supply, though, it's pretty dead even. I would say a pretty slight advantage for Anna because, of course, those Protoss units are pretty devastating. But the worker lead is really what I'm seeing here, and that's not even including the mules. And that's why you see such a pretty devastating mineral advantage, especially for Anna. Gas is a little bit closer, but definitely an advantage in Anna's department. She's getting medevacs, no reactor yet on her starport. Hoping to see +1 as well as stim and combat shield. That's going to help her greatly moving forward into the mid game. We have another move out from Richard. Go to the Richie action cam. If Richie is going to win, I think it has to be now because that supply deficit isn't going to get any better. They're on move command. It's a disaster. It's a complete disaster. They're charging in circles. Slaughtered. It's a complete wipe for the Protoss army. And it takes a commanding lead at this point. I mean, it wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. Not only did Richie lose a chance to come back, he only has 6 army supply to the army supply of 40 for Anna. Worker deficit, it's not looking good. With stim and combat shield on the way. Medevacs and liberators coming out for Anna. Really going up the tech tree. Another factory. Mules are dropping. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a third here in a second. She didn't quite have the money for it, but good grief. I mean, what a devastating blow to our teal Protoss player. I mean, honestly, brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. You're going to see in the production tab that Anna really has been grinding that macro. I'll come in and just see her grinding the ranked ladder. She actually won her first ranked game. Got her in the Silver League. I believe it was 2 nights ago. So she's definitely had that grind. Marines, Marauders, Medevacs, Tanks. Completely brutal unit composition. Even concussive shells coming out. I love the +1. Oh no. This could be game altering. It is a dark shrine from Richie. If Anna doesn't react to that with the scan, she's really good at dropping mules, so this might actually hurt her. Or she might pull it off. When you're behind. Are you a Protoss player, Spectre? Whenever because I was grinding as Protoss pretty heavily on my grind to Master 3. And whenever I saw a Grandmaster player, because he would frequently just queue up against like 4,500 MMR Protoss or, 4,300, whatever. Or I was 4,300, like 45, 4,700. I would just queue up those Dark Templar. But it looks like we do have Dark Templar coming out for our teal Protoss player. If Anna doesn't realize that those Dark Templar are there, this army supply isn't going to matter. That could be really devastating. She needs... Oh, gosh. That could be really the decider there. She needs another orbital command, like, desperately. Okay, it looks like she's gonna move out. Will she have a scan available when when? It's all gonna come down to this. It's all gonna come down to this. Will she have a scan available when the fight starts? So far, she has 45 supply, or 45 energy, 66 energy, 67. It depends if she drops mules. It just all depends if she drops mules. Gosh, I just commented on this. I hope that wasn't foreshadowing. She's dropping the mules. Okay, she does not have energy for a scan. She does not have energy for a scan. She's 20 energy off. Wait, how did she see that? I don't know how she saw that. Oh no, it's a disaster. Not like this. Okay, she has 47, 48, 49. Okay, she did scan. The DTs do go down. You can see a little frustration on the face of Anna there. Rightfully so. Dark Templar are filthy units. But she does survive the day. She completely wipes the army of Richie. She probably really needs to take an expansion and counterattack. She really needs to counterattack here. Really bad. Because the longer this game goes on, the more of an advantage it does carry for Richie. I know, oh no is the correct response there. Running out of minerals on her main expansion, I would really love for Anna to take a base and expand. Let's go ahead and look at our Teal Protoss player now, who hasn't been doing a whole lot in the way of macro, but we'll still check in on him. We have a pretty sturdy Zealot army with a little Adept, the Queen Matriarch Adept, to guide them all. Would really love to see some upgrades for Richie, who is committing to the Dark Templar. Anna does know, there's her third expansion. She does now know that she can scan in order to take care of those Dark Templar. Richie with a healthier economy. Anna actually with a deficit in SCVs at this point. Okay. Anna does have scans. She just dropped a mule. She will have one scan available from her command center. Does she use it? It'll be devastating if she does. Let's go to the Anna action cam. Let's see if she drops a mule. Okay, she's queuing up supply depots. She does not need to drop a mule. She does not need to drop a mule. She needs to upgrade that base to an orbital command and not drop a mule. So far, she hasn't. Okay, I think we're safe. Let's go to the Richie action cam, who is actually doing a run by the little hit squad. Looks like it's going to stop Anna, who's halfway across the map at this point. This base is going to get shredded. Let's go back to the Anna action cam. That base does go down. The army does get shredded. She needs to scan. Well, maybe not yet. She needs to move her army back is what she needs to do. Okay, she can see them, but she can't attack them. She does have another... Well, the Viking will take care of one. The army has come back. Okay, another scan. He needs to get on top of this army pretty quickly. Okay, she needs one more scan. She needs to just attack. Okay, the Dark Templar do walk into the army, and they do fall. Anna needs to end this game, like, right now. Because the Protoss player is teching up into Archons, as we can see here. The game will not get easier for our pink Protoss player. Or perhaps it will. I'm not sure. The macro is definitely on point for her, but really needs to move across the map. She is migrating her SCVs. She is moving her orbital command, very smart, to that third base location. It's very intense. It's very, very intense. You're right, Hurstum. We'll see if Richie continues with the Dark Templars. It looks like he is pivoting into Archons, as Anna has found the counter for those Dark Templars. Or moving into Archons because she's found the counter to the Dark Templar, excuse me. This is a pretty substantial army, but Anna does have a slight upgrade advantage with the 1-1-1-1. No air units for Richie. Let's see if she moves out. She would be very wise to move out. We finally have +1 for our teal Protoss player. If Anna can take a good fight, this might be the end of the game. She could absolutely steamroll the Protoss right now. She's moving the air units first, but the thing is she's moving her air units way ahead of her regular army. So her air units are going to get crushed. While her... This is very, like... Positionally, you want to siege up your Liberators and tanks first, but you need your bio army with the rest of your army. Yeah, I think she's realizing that. Yeah, she's moving the rest of her army in. She did really terrible damage to those Archons, who are not going to last. Oh, this might be a completely... We have 12 tanks. Every Zealot just got deleted. Every Archon is gone. It's too late for the Fleet Beacon. I think Anna might just be in too nasty of a position. Oh, the Zealots. The poor Zealots. They're on a move command. And I think despite the Dark Templar shenanigans, despite the Protoss nastiness with that Zealot early rush play that we saw, I think we're going to see a victory for Anna, who is completely clearing out... Oh, this siege up. Completely clearing out the Protoss base. That Nexus, GG, I'm cooked, is called. We have... Oh, and Anna celebrating. Moves on to face the next opponent in the semifinals. Anna, congratulations. What do you have to say?
Sweat is just running down my sides right now.
You did good. That was a brutal...
He just kept sending them in and taking out my command centers and stuff. That was good.
Wow. Yeah, that was some sweat. That's a brutal strategy. The Zealot early push, cannot believe you held that. I mean, that beats me often.
I had a good wall. I walled it so they couldn't come take out my SCVs.
There was only little tiny choke points, yeah. Also, the scans on the Dark Templar, excellent. I'm so glad I taught you that a few days ago. Yeah, so we're going to move on to Tink and the Tonk and Huntington. Let's take a look at our bracket, though. So we had a 2-0, no surprise there, for Hurstman, who will be facing Big Mommy in another TVT.
Oh, gosh. I'm going to get taken out.
Now we move on to Tink and the Tonk and Huntington. So I'm going to go ahead and get them in a lobby. Huntington, I'll go ahead and say goodbye to you, Anna. If you want to move back in with the boys, keep them in line.
Alright, as you wish.
Alright. Let's go ahead and move on. Before we start our second match, I really did want to shout out Tink Tonk, who is participating in this match. He contributed $50 to the prize pool, as we stated earlier. The link to his channel is in the bio. We're also going to make sure we don't have the window capture on. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Naked History. Check out his podcast. The link is in the description. Go and subscribe to him because he supported this new player. He supported this tournament, this new player tournament. So definitely give him a subscription in the bio, or in the link below. And feel free to join our Discord while you're there. We are going to host another new player tournament next month, and we do coaching and all manner of things as well. We have a lot of good players, players far better than me, in the Discord as well, for coaching and games and stuff like that. So we play pretty often. You're betting your money on Anna? What's up, Zai? It's good to see you in the chat. My K-pop lover. I remember you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Anna has gone from beating the campaign on casual to winning a match in a tournament 1-0 versus that dirty Protoss. So we're gonna move on to the next match. Poggers. All right. So I believe we are ready. I'm going to do a quick bathroom break, but I'm going to go on BRB, and we will have our first Zerg versus Zerg of the night. So I'm going to go on BRB. One moment. We are back. All right, let's go ahead and start. We have a Zerg versus Zerg. Also, Spectre, I just gave you the StarCraft and Protoss tags in our channel. Welcome, welcome. In the top left corner, it gives me much pleasure to announce that we have our red Zerg player, a very familiar face to the channel. It is the Naked Historian himself. It is Tink in the Tonk. Also, oh, of course, before I forget, got our soundboard. And without further ado, we also have our green Zerg player spawning in the bottom right corner. It is none other than Stink Vink Huntington himself. And it gives me even more pleasure, not only to do the soundboard real quick, but also to show his Hearthstone card. We have these two Zerg players. Not only do we have the legendary Tink in the Tonk, who is going, it seems to have a standard hatch gas pool opening. We have a pull first out of Huntington, which is just filthy. Oh, definitely showing that mineral patch. Who's boss, of course. Yeah, much more standard opening out of Tink Tonk, who is going hatch gas pool. Have a couple overlords out of Huntington. I know Huntington is doing a little bit of a Zerg rush. I think he has 2 larvae available. Let's see what he does with it. Let's see. A queen. Nothing on the larvae yet. It's Zerglings. It's Zerglings, baby. Let's see how Dylan handles that Zergling rush. Ting Tonk does have 6 Zerglings of his own coming up, but 2 Queens. The macro of Ting Tonk is pretty solid. Getting the Burrow upgrade in the first 2 minutes, I mean, an absolute power play. Zergling speed is on the way for Ting Tonk, so his Zerglings are going to have quite the advantage. Huntington getting Burrow to start with. Also, Mr. Arby, love to have you. Welcome to the channel. You have a great night, man. Drake, you missing out on such good talks we were having. Sucks to you. What are y'all talking about? Y'all had to give me an update. You're talking about me. Only good things, of course, right? See you, brother. Yeah, give me an update on all the tea. What y'all are talking about. Oh, nameplates. There we go. A little bit of a supply advantage. No surprise there for Tink and the Tonk. We do have our Roach Warren here coming up. Burrow finishing for both players, which is just so funny. A pretty huge drone lead so far for Tink and the Tonk. Going to give him quite the economic advantage. Transferring his drones even, really good play. He is on top of those injects. I mean, really on top of things. I think we're going to see some injects. Let's see. Yep, boom, boom. Yeah, like clockwork. Really impressed with all Tink Tonk is doing. Roach Warren, Bailing Nest coming up. Second gas, good. He's going to be able to support that economy. Huntington, no slouch. Coming in with his own Zerglings. I know, Burrow, it's very surprising. Both players, no less, getting their Burrow. Let's go to the Tink Tonk action cam. Looks like he's moving across the map. So he's checking for a third. That's smart. Or fourth, depending on how you look at it. Checking for a fourth. Smart. Before he moves into the second base. Let's see what happens here. The Queen pops out at the worst time. Brenda just eats it completely. Huntington does have Zerglings of his own, and he seems to have the army advantage, at least in this exchange, and does clean up. However, Tink Tonk does still maintain the advantage after that exchange. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's go back to the production tab. We do see Hunter going into Roaches, which are a hardier unit, of course. New meta. Yeah. Or I think I commented on that twice, sorry. Late night. Layer coming up for our, or excuse me, both players. Third base coming up, macroing up well, is our red Zerg player, Tink and the Tonk. Getting double coin injects is, wow. Quite the macro player. No creep spread just yet. Just constant larva production. 10 roaches. I think he's already setting up with this vanguard of Zerglings. By the way, very Christmas themed, having red and blue, or red and green, sorry. Oh my gosh, let's go to... He did see the Zerglings. He did see the Zerglings. Oh, they're slaughtered. Oh my gosh. Let's go to the Hunter action cam. Oh, it's complete annihilation. Nothing got done. Oh no. Let's go to the Tink Tonk action cam. what is Huntington going to do? I mean, it's just a supreme supply advantage for Dylan. I mean, just brutal. For Tink Talk, excuse me. That drone is having a bad day. Let's follow the attack. That hatchery's not looking good. The queen, for the second time, comes out and just gets annihilated. I mean, she's having a bad night. This hatchery's going to go down, and I think the hopes of a Game 1 victory are going to go with it for our green Zerg player. That's it. That's it. I mean, just the pure macro. I mean, you can just see the production tab here. Ting Tong just has clearly mastered Zerg to a higher degree. Yeah, +1 upgrade coming up. Roach speed, Baneling speed. 1 supply for our green Zerg player. 0 supply. It's not looking good. GG. I got nothing in the party chat. GG, he says. And we should have a Game 1 victory for our Zerg in the red. Well done. He will go ahead and finish off the buildings as is customary, but not before we have our victory screen. Excellent performance. All right, so he is choosing. We'll do this map. We haven't done this yet. One to 0. Ting Tonk does take Game 1. GG. Well played. Thank you for the GGs in the chat. By the way, Spectre, really glad you're here. Poor Brenda, just saw your message, Zai. Remind me, Spectre and Zai, what are y'all's respective races? Spectre, you said you were Protoss? And Zai, I forget what your race was. Whether it's Protoss, Zerg, or Terran. We'll go ahead and get in the game. Yeah, I remember your toss. I gave you the Protoss tag in the Discord, so now you can be with me, with all of our Protoss friends, with Richie as well, and Jack, who we will cast soon. Terran, but went to Zerg because you hated TVT. Me too. I tried to learn Terran, but I ended up switching to Zerg after I mastered Protoss. Mastered. Anyways, to do our introductions, in the top left, we have none other than Tink and Matonk. In the bottom right-hand corner, getting his spawning pole early again, we have none other than Huntington. Stink Bink. Let me go ahead and put his Hearthstone card up too, because I think it's just hilarious. It is just so funny. Love these two guys. I know these guys personally, of course. Tink and Matonk, he donated to the tournament $50. Please give him a subscribe. In the description of this video, you will find his channel. It's a history podcast, so check the description below. Subscribe to the Naked Historian. Tink Tonk in Huntington, yes. So what do we have out of these players? We have our expansion out of Tink and the Tonk. Many overlords. Goodness, he's not going to be supply blocked for quite a while. Out of Huntington. Nameplates, of course. Dead even supply, as is customary. What do we got for APM? Dozens of APM. I want everyone to take bets in the chat. Do both players or just one player get Burrow this game? Or none of the players. Do neither of the players get Burrow? I'd just like to point out the scouting overlords for Ting Tonk. Definitely some very heavy production from Ting Tonk. Bamos Huntington, that's right. Where are my Huntington boys at, alright? Can we get some love for the underdog here? Got some injects going. Very good. The Baneling Nest, the Tech Shrubbery. Not quite a canopy, not quite a tree. But the Tech Tree is growing, I would say. The shrubbery is sprouting. Some army units definitely coming up. What is the army supply here? An army supply advantage for Huntington. If he moves across the map soon, he could get one up on Dylan here. He would have to move across the map pretty quickly. Also, I just pointed out Naked History like 5 minutes ago. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for backing me up, Hersman. The army supply lead is closing. The window is closing for Huntington. If he goes now, he can probably close it out. Or if he were to take... Oh my gosh, look at this macro. Or micro, excuse me. Oh my gosh, the slow march. The death march of Zerglings is moving across the map. Unbeknownst to Ting Tonk. Does he see it? He doesn't see it. Let's go to the Ting Tonk cam. Richie, I'm going to sick Anna on you, okay? You want to face Anna again? All right. Oh, he sees the army on the minimap, technically. That third base is under attack. Let's see if he responds in time. It's gone. No cancel. That's a big win for Huntington, who does no long... He does have the army supply advantage. Oh, and the Zerglings are slaughtered. Oh my gosh, if Huntington can capitalize on this advantage. Oh, Brenda, no. Oh, hell, the turntables. The Empire strikes back. He does have roaches, which are a slight counter to the Zerglings, but the roaches were on a move command. The main base is getting gutted. Oh my gosh, Ting Tonk no longer has that army supply. The roaches are going down. The drones are going down. The second base is getting gutted. Oh, it's a complete disaster. It is an utter disaster. Oh my gosh. There's only one drone left. There's only one drone remaining for Ting Tonk. One drone. And he has 10 minerals. He has nothing left. I'm going to get Bray in here for the wrestling moves. You can't see him until it's too late. Oh my gosh. And he rebuilt his army with roaches and Zerglings. Can Huntington pull it back? The number 6 seed, the underdog? Can he pull it back and beat Tink in the Tonk? Can he take the Naked Historian down? Looks like he is moving out for an attack. He would be wise to move out as soon as possible. I mean, Dylan he has one drone. 20 minerals. 2 drones. Oh my gosh. Hunter would be very wise to move out as soon as possible. Oh my gosh, my blood pressure's up. Not just from the energy drink I drank, but that is quite the game. Hunter needs to move out and end this game now, because Ting Tong's macro is on point. 2 drones in a dream. Can the naked historian pull it off? I mean, wait, isn't it a pile driver, Bray? The signature move from John Cena? Or I'm not super familiar with WWE, so I did like collegiate, or not collegiate, like regular wrestling, like real wrestling, as it were, in high school. I never watched WWE. By the way, I mean, Dylan has rebuilt his drones, but I mean, he's only up to 10. He's not even back up to the amount of drones he started the game with. He has barely any army. I mean, again, the army is completely eclipsed, quadrupled the army supply for Huntington. He really needs to move across the map. I mean, he needs to... Okay. All right. Listen, I'm not cheering for anyone, but I would hate to see a good attack like that go to waste. He really cut the legs out from under Dylan. Ting Tonk. We got Stink Bink and Tink Tonk, which is just hilarious. Okay, second wave. Can he hold? I mean, if this base goes down, then Huntington is 2 bases up on Tink Tonk. And I don't know if... I mean, those drones go down. Devastating. I mean, take note, though. The worker supply is fairly even. Only a slight advantage for Huntington. This is the moment of truth. Okay, he's A-clicking on the lair. GG. Do we have a game from our dark horse? Huntington? Tink Tonk has been in the cord practicing nonstop. What an upset. Oh my goodness. Huntington brings it back 1-1. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a series. Wow. A complete upset. Listen, this is a double elimination bracket, so even if Tink Tonk somehow loses in this match, which is possible, it's 1-1, it's tied up, he does have a second life in the loser's bracket. So, we shall see. Tink Tonk, no player is eliminated just yet. We do get the tried and true Tourmaline. What a game. He's different. Oh my gosh, dude. That is surprising. GG. Absolutely. GG. This is so good. This is such an exciting tournament. I'm so happy with all this. Excuse me. What a match. I also didn't make it with the mod. I keep forgetting. It's okay. We still have the nameplates and stuff, but... What a series. The series have been so good. We've had nothing but close series the entire time. Okay. Introducing for our match point, if you will. In the top right. Tink in the Tonk. Spawning in. In the bottom left-hand corner, we have Stink Bink, also known, as Huntington. Go ahead and pull his Hearthstone card up as well. My favorite one, if I do say so myself. I made these as well. What a game. Oh my gosh. I mean, we had a complete rushdown of Ting Tonk. Oh my goodness, we have pull first from both players. Now, one important thing to note here is that Tink Tonk typically plays macro. Spawning pool hatch, or excuse me, spawning pool extractor hatchery is an aggressive setup. So what will we see out of Tink Tonk this game? Some aggression to match the aggression of Huntington last game? Spawning pools are finishing simultaneously. The two safety Zerglings are coming out for Tink Tonk. Almost identical builds so far. Although Tink Tonk does have the slight economic advantage in having his expansion up first. Wow. What a game. I'm loving that everyone is winning a match. I think everyone that's played has won a match, which is really impressive. And it's only 9 o'clock, baby. We still got hours to go. I suspect we'll end probably around 11 and 12. I have no idea who's going to make it to the finals. No huge surprises or upsets just yet, unless Huntington does pull off... Oh, excuse me. Does pull off a huge upset here. Maybe not huge, but definitely an upset. I think Dylan Tink Tonk is the favorite. If you ran StarCraft on its lowest settings, you probably could run it on a Mac. It's a 15-year-old game, so you probably could. I would love for you to play. Oh, Huntington does have the Zergling advantage here and does win this exchange. It's still close. Dylan, also known, excuse me, I keep using their real names because I know these people in real life. He does have the supply advantage by a lot, actually. So this is over by no means. The macro, for anyone wanting to learn StarCraft, this is why macro right here is more important than micro, because Huntington might have had the advantage in that first fight, but Tink Tonk was making units behind that. Oh, nameplates. There we go. So you can see the supply disparity, even though he won a fight, and there's no expansion. The drone count is climbing for Tink Tonk. 6 worker advantage and has the army supply advantage because he just has more money. Simple as that. Yeah, and I would recommend getting a mouse. Bare minimum, I would say, is a Mac and a mouse. And headphones if you can spare them. It does work on a Mac, especially a newer Mac, I would say. I don't know how recommended, but we have the Roach transition for Tink Tonk. Zerglings and a Vanguard. An expansion finally coming up for Huntington. Spread out Overlords keeping watch over the map. This is pretty close, although I think the advantage does go to Tink Tonk because he got the jump on Huntington Zerglings and the Roach came in late. Slight win for Tink Tonk here. Oh, and Huntington doesn't have anything to back it up. His Roaches are still incoming. This expansion is going to go down and set Huntington back to the Stone Age. No cancel. And the Zerglings are out just like that. Thieves in the night. Dirty Zerg. Dirty Zerg. And just goes back. Waiting on the map. Love the map control from Tink Tonk. The Roaches are coming out. The macro is really, really good for Tink Tonk. Lair coming up. Good transition. You got headphones? Yeah. All you need is a mouse, and I think you can play StarCraft on the Mac. Oh, it's official. Can we get a W in the chat for John Cena? I think it's the spirit animal of Tink Tonk, I would say. All right, let's actually go to the Tink Tonk action cam. See what he sees. That's actually Huntington. Here we go. Looks like he is setting up for an attack. He does have quite the advantage just overall, pound for pound. We can look at the income. Huntington actually has more gas, surprisingly enough. He's not putting it to too much of good use. But in almost every category, we are seeing a supply lead for Tink and the Tonk. Big engagement. The Zerglings beat the Vanguard of Huntington. He has a Roach advantage, although it is close. These Roaches dancing in the back are doing him no favors. Reinforcements do come in for Huntington, although reinforcements do come in for Tink Tonk. It's very close. Although it looks like Tink Tonk is definitely taking the advantage here. Huge supply lead. He is expanding to 2 bases behind this. Love that. I love that play. I love attacking, taking a base. When you're ahead, get more ahead, just go kill them. I love it. To quote Day 9. Let's go back to the everyone cam. Oh, these spine crawlers are coming in a little bit too late. 82 to 26 supply. Not even Larry the Larva is safe. Larry the Overlord actually is keeping watch. The spine crawlers, I think unfortunately are not going to pop. I think we're about to see these 16 roaches just in the game. 16 roaches are about to produce 2 Gs. Well played from our opponent. The dark horse, Huntington, almost takes down our Zerg favorite, Tinkamatong. What a match. Let's go ahead and update the bracket. See where we're at. Just kind of take inventory here. So the winner, 2-1. Everyone has been 2-1, by the way. Let me see. Let me expand this a little bit. Let me just go ahead and make this maximum. Okay. Let me go ahead and take inventory real quick while this is up on screen. Well played from our 2 Zerg players.